In the quiet suburb of Willow Creek, where the streetlights flickered like forgotten dreams, Mike Harlan stood on his porch, staring at the "For Rent" sign he'd hammered into the lawn just hours ago. His hands trembled as he clutched the eviction notice crumpled in his pocket, the one that screamed he'd lose the house if he didn't come up with $2,000 in loused by month's end. Little did he know, the young woman pulling up in a beat-up sedan was about to turn his world upside down. She wasn't just any college student. She was the hidden heir to a fortune that could buy his entire neighborhood 10 times over. But secrets like that don't stay buried forever. And when they surface, they can either shatter a family or rebuild it from the ashes. Mike wiped the sweat from his brow, the August heat clinging to him like regret. At 42, he felt like he'd aged a decade in the last year. His wife, Sarah, had passed away from cancer 18 months ago, leaving him to raise their 8-year-old daughter, Lily, alone. The medical bills had piled up like snowdrifts in a blizzard, burying him under debt. His job as a mechanic at the local garage barely covered the basics: groceries, utilities, and the occasional treat for Lily to make her smile. Renting out the spare room upstairs was his last-ditch effort to keep a roof over their heads. "Please, God," he whispered, "let this work." The car door creaked open, and out stepped a girl who looked no older than 20. She had long, wavy brown hair tied back in a ponytail, wearing faded jeans and a simple t-shirt that said, "Adventure awaits." Her backpack slung over one shoulder, she approached with a tentative smile. "Hi, I'm Anna. I called about the room." Mike nodded, forcing a grin. "Yeah, come on in. I'm Mike and this is my daughter Lily." He glanced inside, where Lily peeked from behind the door, her wide blue eyes curious but shy. She clutched her stuffed bear, Mr. Whiskers, like a shield. Anna knelt down to Lily's level. "Hey Daddy, what's your bear's name?" "Mr. Whiskers," Lily whispered, her voice barely audible. "He likes stories." Anna's eyes lit up. "Does he? I love stories too. Maybe we can read one together sometime." Mike watched the exchange, a flicker of warmth cutting through his worry. Anna seemed genuine, not like the flaky applicants who'd ghosted him before. She was starting her sophomore year at the community college nearby, studying business. She said, no family in town needed a quiet place to crash. The rent was affordable, $400 a month, utilities included. Mike showed her the room, a cozy space with a twin bed, a desk, and a window overlooking the backyard apple tree. It had been Sarah's sewing room once, filled with fabrics and dreams. Now it gathered dust. "Looks perfect," Anna said, handing over the first month's rent in cash. Mike's heart skipped. Cash meant no waiting for checks to clear. As she unpacked, he couldn't shake the feeling that she carried herself with a quiet confidence, like someone who'd seen more of the world than her age suggested. But he pushed it aside. Beggars couldn't be choosers. The first few weeks flew by in a rhythm of cautious coexistence. Anna was polite, kept to herself mostly, but she had a way of weaving into their lives. Mornings, she'd join them for breakfast. Cereal and toast, nothing fancy. Lily warmed to her quickly, chattering about school and her dreams of becoming a veterinarian. "I want to help animals like Mommy help people," Lily said one day, her voice cracking on the word, Mommy. Anna listened, her eyes softening. "Your mom sounds amazing. Tell me more about her." Mike, overhearing from the kitchen, felt a pang. He rarely talked about Sarah, it hurt too much. But Anna drew stories out of Lily like a gentle rain coaxes flowers to bloom. Evenings, Anna helped with dinner. Simple meals like spaghetti or grilled cheese. She wasn't a great cook, but her enthusiasm made up for it. "My dad always said food tastes better when shared," she'd say with a laugh. Mike noticed little things. Anna's clothes were nice but not flashy. Her phone an older model, her car a hand-me-down. She studied late into the night, poring over textbooks on economics and entrepreneurship. Once, he caught her on a video call, her voice hushed. "No, Dad, I'm fine. Really, this is good for me." He didn't pry. Privacy was part of the deal. But challenges crept in like shadows lengthening at dusk. Lily's school called one afternoon. She was falling behind in reading, struggling with dyslexia they'd only recently diagnosed. The tutor recommended cost $50 a session twice a week. Mike's stomach knotted. Where would he find the money? He picked up extra shifts at the garage, coming home grease-stained and exhausted. One night, he collapsed on the couch, head in hands, whispering, "Sarah, what am I doing wrong?" Anna found him there. "Rough day?" she asked softly, sitting across from him. He looked up, surprised. "Yeah, Lily needs help, but..." She hesitated, then said, I could tutor her. I'm not a pro, but I aced English Lit last year. No charge. Mike blinked. You do that? Of course. We're roommates, right? More like family now. And so it began. Anna spent evenings with Lily, turning reading into games, flashcards with animal pictures, stories acted out with Mr. Whiskers as the star. Lily's grades improved, her confidence blooming. Mike felt a weight lift, but new worries emerged. The house needed repairs. The roof leaked during a storm, flooding the basement. Plumbers quoted $500. Mike maxed out his last credit card, but it wasn't enough. Anna noticed the buckets catching drips. Let me help, she offered. No, Mike said firmly. You're a tenant, not a charity case. But she insisted on small things. Buying groceries, fixing a leaky faucet herself after watching YouTube tutorials. Mike grumbled but accepted. Pride was a luxury he couldn't afford. As fall turned to winter, bonds deepened. Thanksgiving came and Anna didn't go home. Family stuff, she said vaguely. So they celebrated together. Turkey from the food bank, stuffing from a box, but laughter filled the air. Lily made paper turkeys, and Anna shared stories of her adventures, backpacking in Europe. Mike opened up about Sarah. Their high school sweetheart days, the joy of Lily's birth, the agony of her illness. Tears fell, but for the first time they felt cleansing. One snowy evening, Lily spiked a fever. Mike rushed her to the ER, pneumonia. The doctor said hospital bills loomed like storm clouds. He sat by her bed, holding her tiny hand, praying. Anna showed up unannounced, bringing soup and books. I couldn't stay away, she whispered. Mike broke down. I don't know how to thank you. You don't have to. That's what friends do. But beneath the surface, Anna carried her own burdens. Her real name was Annalise Vanderbilt, daughter of tech mogul Annalise Vanderbilt, whose empire spanned software giants and real estate. Worth billions, Elias had sheltered her in luxury, private schools, yachts, bodyguards. But at 19 she'd rebelled, craving normalcy. I want to earn my way. Dad, she'd argued. He relented on condition she check in weekly and keep a low profile. The beat-up car was a disguise. Her allowance funneled through anonymous accounts. Living with Mike and Lily was her escape, but it was becoming real, too real. Christmas approached, and tensions peaked. Mike's boss cut hours due to slow business. The eviction notice resurfaced. He confided in Anna over coffee. I might have to sell the house, find an apartment. Her heart ached. She wanted to help, but revealing her identity risked everything. That night, she called her father. Dad, these people, they need help. Elias sighed. Analyze, this was about independence, not playing savior. But it's not playing. I care about them. Meanwhile, Lily asked Anna, will you be my big sister forever? Anna hugged her, tears stinging. I'd like that. The turning point came on New Year's Eve. Mike discovered a stack of mail Anna had hidden, letters from Vanderbilt Enterprises. Addressed to Annalise, he confronted her. Who are you really? She confessed. Voice tremble, I'm sorry. I didn't want petty or special treatment. I just wanted to be normal. Mike felt betrayed. You lied. All this time. You could have helped, but you watched us struggle. It wasn't like that. I helped in ways that mattered. Time, love. Money isn't everything. Anger flared. Easy for a billionaire's kid to say. Pack your things. Lily overheard sobbing. Don't go, Anna. The argument escalated, old wounds reopening. Mike yelled about trust, Anna about authenticity. But as she packed, a knock came. Elias Vanderbilt himself, summoned by Anna's earlier call. The imposing man in a tailored suit stepped in, assessing the modest home. Dad, Anna gasped. Elias looked at Mike. My daughter speaks highly of you. She's learned more here than in any boardroom. Mike stood firm. We don't need handouts. It's not a handout, Elias said. It's an investment in people. What followed was a night of raw emotion. Elias shared his story, rising from poverty, losing his wife young, much like Mike. Wealth isolates, but connection heals. He offered to pay off the debts anonymously through a foundation grant. But more importantly, he saw Anna's growth. You found family here. Mike softened, seeing the parallels. Anna's been like a daughter to me too. Reconciliation came slowly. Anna stayed, her secret out but bond stronger. She used her resources wisely, funding Lily's tutoring officially, helping Mike start a side business repairing vintage cars, drawing on her business studies. Challenges resolved, the roof fixed, bills paid, but through effort, not magic. Spring brought renewal. Lily read her first chapter book aloud, beaming. Mike dated again cautiously. Anna graduated but chose to stay local, working at a startup while mentoring kids like Lily. Years later, at Lily's high school graduation, Mike reflected. Anna, now a successful entrepreneur, sat beside him, Elias on her other side. Family isn't blood or money, Mike said. It's who shows up, the inspiring message. In a world obsessed with status, true wealth lies in kindness, resilience, and the courage to let others in. No matter your background, you can build bridges that change lives. If this story touched your heart, hit that like button. It means the world to creators like me. And if you want more tales of unexpected twists and heartfelt connections, subscribe now and turn on notifications. You never know what life-changing story is next.